Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Final test 1 1 1 1.
Oh, that's all right, boys. Wait a minute. I'm with you. I haven't retired yet. Oh, no. I'm going to go right on to the end of the road. Every road through life is a long, long road filled with joys and sorrows too. As we journey on, how your heart may yearn for the things most dear to you. With wealth and love to sow, but onward we must go. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you're dreaming of will be there at the end of the road. With a big stout heart to a long steep hill, we may get there with a smile. With a good kind thought and an end in view, we can cut short many a mile. So let courage every day be our guiding star always. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you're dreaming of will be there at the end of the road. Keep right on to the end of the road. the road.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. We chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of
Welcome
the
to
day.
Monday Night's Tilton Talk Show with me, Mr. Fun, Mrs. Browne, and Michael in the back room on buttons, grit, steely determination, teamwork, effort, commitment, hard work, desire, passion, bodies thrown on the line, a real shift. It was all there in Steve Cotterell's first game at the helm. Everything that was given by our players is everything our supporters crave and deserve. If we could play like that every week, then the inevitable climb of the championship table will continue. It's Millwall away on Saturday in a 5:30 kick-off, once again live on Sky. Mr. Potato Head was spotted outside St Andrews on Friday. I'm sure he went away with a very different opinion of Birmingham City. Nothing less is now what we expect from that team that we know that can play for a manager. I'm so glad our season has now started and we can look forward to a bit more stability in the future. All we have to do is get the hospitality right. Makes me seriously wonder how we managed as a Premier League club. We'll be taking that issue up with Mr. Fun shortly. OK, so it's on the show as always on a Monday. Strap yourselves in, get ready for a ride on the world's one and only Tilton Talk Show.
What we're longing for. It's Birmingham forever. Let's hear it from the stand. So come on, City, sing this song once more. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from
And again, and again.
You've missed it now, sorry.
missed
I'll
it.
hang on, I'll get it back in.
We'll get
Here
it
we go.
That was a beautiful bouch there by the lovely Carol, our Carol, Scarf Lady. Welcome to Monday Night's Tilton Talk Show, Mr. Fun. Good evening, good to see you.
Good evening.
Mrs. Browne, good to see you.
Good evening.
And Buttons over there, that's going to be his new name from now on, Buttons.
Buttons.
Michael on
Yeah.
Buttons. So Mr. Buttons, we've got Mr. Buttons and of course me, Mr. Floor, living up to my normal reputation. Very big welcome to our friends from Florida, also from Bromsgrove I've seen, and oh golly, all over the place.
All over the world. Florida to Brown Hills.
Yeah, well, there's not much difference, is there, Florida?
And everywhere in between.
Right, okay, first off then, we've got to talk about that win. That was magical. That was just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, it was.
You could have just summed it up with
Yeah,
that was
I
it,
know.
didn't it?
I
That
don't
would
think
be it.
really need to say anything else, did I? I mean, comfortably the best performance I've seen a Blues side
Compare
play.
that to the Reading game.
Well, exactly, and every
Goosebumps. Look at
every
them.
other game
Look
we've played,
at
this,
them.
you know, the way we come on in the second half and at Burton and Reading at home, like you say, and the whole performance against Hull, and then to do that on Friday night, in front of the cameras.
In front of the cameras, that was so important, wasn't it? And in front
you know,
of Lucy.
I think it showed that, you know, what a lot of Blues fans were thinking, and it's what makes results and performances like the whole one so disappointing, because you know that
we've got to wipe those down, haven't we?
That group of players are capable of doing that on Friday night.
Well, they did it on Friday night.
Yeah, you know, and they showed it on Friday night.
All them corners at the end, I was just dreading it. You know what I mean? I was thinking,
yeah,
they're going to get one. They're going to poach one right at the death.
Yeah,
but the defending was amazing. Throwing the bodies at the ball, anything and everything. Did you see the jump by Ndoye in the first half?
I didn't see much from Ndoye, but
he jumped.
Yeah,
he jumped for the ball, and his feet were at the same height as the guy's head.
Okay,
it was incredible. Where did he get that from? He must have took a trampoline.
It's good to see you could do that. Then can't do much else. But
did you like him in that role? Didn't you think?
No. I don't. Do you know what? He's just a 6'4" bloke who's running around at the moment. You know, listen. I don't want to dwell on the fact that I don't rate Ndoye after Fridays, but I certainly can't fault his effort.
No,
I can't fault one person's effort. And to start with, you know, really, I've got a couple of weeks ago I said that Morrison and Davis were pretty poisonous, and they killed us. But you know, first of all, Morrison and Davis, Morrison and Roberts at the back were exceptional. You know, Morrison with a big block on the back at the back post in the second half. Generally, all game, I thought Morrison and Roberts were excellent. Davis worked his socks off again, ran himself into the ground. You know, Kieftenbeld was a different class on the ball. You know, we've screamed out for a midfielder who can put his foot on the ball and slow the game down when it needs to be slowed down, or get us going forward a little bit quicker, and he was doing both of those things.
Kuszczak, simply superb again.
He didn't have a lot to do. But he didn't have one save to make.
Yeah, he did. He punched one over the top of the bar, and
they didn't have a shot on target. Cardiff did not have one shot on target.
I don't know what game I was watching then.
No, mate.
I didn't have a glass.
But he didn't have a save to make. But you know, I think we can dwell on little bits and bobs like can we get him?
Can you smile, please?
Give it a couple more weeks.
Weeks or minutes?
Weeks. I think, you know, the things like, can we improve on Ndoye? Is it Kuszczak or Stockdale when both are fit?
Yeah.
Let's just take it as it comes. Mm-hmm. We got 2 weeks ago. We got destroyed at Hull, and it was the lowest we've been since probably the 8-0 against Bournemouth. So for them to do that on Friday night against what were the top of the table side in the Championship
up there now,
was a magnificent performance. Yeah, and everything that you said, everything that Blues fans desire so much in a team, your passion, you're throwing your body on in front of the ball, making sure that, you know, come hell or high water, you're not going to lose that game, you're not going to concede. As soon as we went 1-0 up,
I cried.
You know, but it was magnificent.
I'm so weak, it's untrue.
Somebody finished your beer?
No.
Oh, right.
We scored a goal at St Andrews, and it was beautiful.
But it was a superb performance.
I'll just go through a few comments.
Keep them coming, Lovis.
Apply that, and we can win our next 2 live games. Why was we selling Kieftenbeld? Thoughts? Him and Roberts were standout.
Good question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good question.
I think it's
I'd like to ask Harry Redknapp why of all the midfielders that we have available, he thought he was the one he could afford to get rid of, because he showed on Friday night that he's arguably, I think he's the best on the ball.
Yeah, Adrian Redigan here says Ndoye was one of the only blokes running around all game, won every header, even out jumping Solbamba, which is quite hard to do. Ndoye might not be the best, but he brings a big presence to a game. I think he was.
We could put Baz Peterson up as a number 10 role then, if you want a presence.
Yeah, but
I'd like somebody who's good on the ball. You know,
okay.
2 or 3 times he's clumsily found himself going through on goal. And he's failed to. His final ball wasn't good enough, or you know, and he had a lot of time on the ball in the midfield, and his passing wasn't great. I certainly think there is a lot better in that squad than Ndoye.
Okay,
you know,
right.
listen, for what, and he worked his socks off, and for that I will praise him to the hilt. You know, he worked his socks off, and he didn't stop running the whole game, and he did disrupt their flow a little bit, especially in the first half. The first half, I've seen a lot of people put about, you know, the grit and determination and getting stuck in and things. First half, I actually thought we played really well.
Yeah.
I thought we looked a threat. I thought we, you know, Kieftenbeld especially, when he got on the ball, we looked to get the ball wide and forward a little bit quicker than we have been. I thought we were good first half. We were fully deserving of our lead. Whether Cardiff, whatever people thought of Cardiff, I was bitterly not bitterly disappointed, obviously, because it helped us. But you know, I was surprised to see them come out so slow. But
just a couple of comments on here then. I had a friend come from the game on Saturday from Dean Williams, all the way from Canberra, and now wants a season ticket key. Right on, wonderful. Harry Griffiths says John Terry won't be able to keep up with Vassell. No chance of
Do you know what? No one's going to be able to keep up with Vassell.
And Jason Jennings wants to know, beg your pardon, how long do you think we can sustain this level of commitment?
Listen, the level of commitment shouldn't be something that wanes.
No.
You know, that
professional football.
That level of you know, I think your level of commitment is determined by your level of fitness, and I think it showed in, you know, apart from Adams and Davis. You know, Adams, who's been out for the last month and a bit, he hasn't played a first team game, so it was expected that he'd wane a little bit, and Davis got a little bit tired towards the end, but he ran his socks off. You know, I think the level of commitment is certainly there. That can be maintained. It's that level of quality that I want to see maintained.
And George Cox says, I reckon if we have the same mentality and passion on Friday night, we can get 6 points off the next 2 games. What do you honestly think, lads?
Yeah,
I think it's possible.
Yeah,
but
you need that. You need
maintain.
But you need the ability. You need the quality as well.
Cannot go backwards from this.
You know that you know, whatever you word you want to use it, passion, desire, commitment. You know, whatever adjective you want to describe that. I think that will remain. You know, but it's that ability. We hurt Cardiff in that first half. We looked like we were really, you know, against a side that have been flying high at the top. You know, we caused them problems, and we looked a side that could trouble them. It's that I want to see maintained.
Are we getting carried away?
No.
Do we have to get carried away?
You can't.
This is what we demand.
It's one game.
We know,
pointed out.
but they have been to St Andrews and proved live on Sky TV that they can play with that level of teamwork, that level of effort, and that level of commitment for 90 whole minutes.
Yeah.
And that is nothing less than what we should demand. The next game, the one after, and the last game.
Of course, but I also want to see that first half, especially that first half of ability maintained.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see Che Adams stay fit and running at defenders. I want to see, you know, if we're under a bit of pressure and Mark Roberts lobs it over the centre halves, I want to see Isaac Vassell stay fit and terrifying defense. He terrified.
He was frightening me running.
The number 5, I can't remember his name. The number 5, the centre half. He absolutely terrified him. That whole first half, he was having kittens, and he will do that to any centre half in this league.
But he's strong as well, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. You know, he gets his back in, and he like you say, he is strong, and Adams does the same.
Like James Smith said just a wee while ago, Isaac Vassell reminds me of Steve Claridge in some ways, not for his speed, but for the fact that he puts in so much work, chases everything. He couldn't work any harder.
And you think both Adams and Vassell are young strikers.
Yeah.
They'll only learn how to be a striker better, you know. And I mean, listen, Adams coming off the wing as well. The way he got his goal was that. You know, if he can play that role, we will cause teams problems if we can maintain that level of ability.
Lots of you joining in. Welcome to you all. Welcome also to my brother over there in New Zealand. He's just joined us a few minutes ago. Pete, good to have you on board. And all you got to do is share this on your personal Facebook to get in to the competition for next week. And the competition prize for next week is the Tom Ross signed book. There it is. The Game's Gone. That's personally signed by Tom. It was done here so we can authenticate his signature on it. And that will be given away as a prize next week. All you have to do is share this on your personal page, and then Mr. Buttons will have a look at all the shares later, collect them up as we've done this week, and we're going to draw live on the show tonight. We're going to make the competition draw live on the show, not for that book, but for the for last week's shares. Last week's shares. They are currently all sat there in the trophy. What was the trophy? Oh, it was a Speedway one, wasn't it?
Speedway
trophy.
Yeah.
How unfortunate. How unfortunate. So going back then to some of the parts of the game.
Yeah.
I'm stuttering because I've not seen it before.
Yeah.
Well, not for a long time.
Not for a while, yeah.
Not for a very long time. No. And we've got options as well. We've got Hotter on the bench. We've got Boger on the bench.
Well, Boger wasn't even in the 18.
Wasn't he in the 18?
No, he wasn't even on the bench.
It began with a B that was on the bench.
Well, Gallagher was on the bench. Jutkovic, Gardner was on the bench as well.
Because he came on, didn't he?
Last minute, wasn't it?
Yeah, they all come on really late. He gave him as much time as possible. But you're right. You have got options, and I said about Ndoye. If you want a bit more creativity in there, even more than we've got, if you put, I think he got. I give Cottrell. I've had my doubts about Cottrell, and I've said it on the show. I think he got it. I think he got it bang on against Cardiff. I think he knew that Cardiff were going to try and out battle us and try and kick us off the park. And so he's put Ndoye in to try and utilize his strength and power, and we outfought Cardiff especially in that first half. We outfought them, and he played it to a T. But you can throw Yotta in there. Good
point here by Kev Kelly. Steve Cottrell wants to thin the squad down a little and focus on the signed players, not the loanees. I think he's done that a little bit to some extent.
I mean, you could say that, but if you've got the loanee players who are good enough, then you don't want to not use them just because they're not ours.
And Luke Gibbs says, Ndoye shut all the haters up Friday, so happy. Yeah, me too,
no,
mate, me too.
No,
I'm
afraid he did not do that.
And a very poignant point here from Ray. Grounds did well.
Grounds did do well.
Yeah, he did very well.
But it's that. I think he gets a lot of criticism because he's a 5-6 out of 10 player, isn't he? Every week, every so often he'll throw a 4 in, or he'll be at fault for a goal, and then he gets stick. Then, But for what we've been having, a 5 or a 6 out of 10 at left back was just what we needed, and I thought he did do very well. The whole back four, there was a structure to it. Colin is much more comfortable on the right than he is on the left, and I'd rather it stay that way. Whether it's Grounds or Bramall, if Bramall comes back fit, he can play on the left as well. But I want Colin to stay on the right, and then you can mix and match your left back. And again, Cottrell, plus point for Cottrell as well is that he stuck his neck out on the line. He's picked Morrison and Roberts, and I'm sure that now is what he's said. That's my back two. That's my back two. And Dean's going to have to wait.
He's also in the correct position.
Yeah, exactly. Roberts and Morrison, were exceptional, and they worked together well. That they did have an understanding, and like I said, Cardiff to not have a shot on target when you're top of the table is a ridiculous stat, really, and that's credit to not only Morrison and Roberts but the whole team for defending as a unit.
Davies back to his old ways, dominating the midfield.
He ran himself into the ground, and like I said, if a Cardiff, if you're 25 yards out, you can have a shot, and that's a shot on target. But so it's testament to to Davis and Kieftenbeld in particular that they were closing down the Cardiff midfielders as soon as possible. They weren't letting them get any pot shots away. They were making them play that extra pass, and Cardiff just weren't good enough on the night.
Paul Hart, Grounds was outstanding, takes too much stick, quite agree with that one. Michael Quinlan, Harley Dean being dropped was the reason our defence was suddenly fixed up. I also think playing players in the right position.
But that's you've got to give Cottrell his dues, because he picked, he had the 3 centrals to pick from, and he's gone for Morrison and Roberts, and it worked wonders. So, and I'm sure now that is that is your two.
Build on that now.
Your spine of your team's got to be important, especially your back two.
Yeah.
You know, we changed the back two too often earlier on in the season.
Harry Griffiths says everything looked more organised against Cardiff and the players looked much more happy.
The
E.G. Davis
organisation,
back to his old ways, dominating the midfield, which you just identified a few minutes ago. Colin was unstoppable Friday, man of the match for me from Jim Key. And Davies ran his socks off, looked refreshed and hungry from Ashley McDonald. It's just not one.
I mean, I come out the ground, and you know, you're listening to people's conversations, and you heard 5 or 6 names in the space of a minute and a half who could have been man of the match. You know, different people. So you know, you've had a good team performance when there's not one person that stood out. You know that. You are looking around saying, oh, they could be, they've got a shot at being man of the match, they've got a shot at being man of the match, and it was like that. I think you could easily have offered 4 or 5 names for man of the match.
Something I have seen on the shout box quite a lot is the only place that we did seem to struggle was with corners.
Set pieces, I mean, Magoma took 2 in the first half. One, I think it nearly bounced before it got to the penalty area, and the other one went straight out of play. So
I think some of the throw-ins made up for it, though.
Well, I mean, Roberts has got a long throw, and somebody else took one of the long throws as well. But you know, you've got quite a big side there. If you are going to play Ndoye, who's a unit as well, you know, your set pieces can be very advantageous. You know, and if you're not actually utilising them well and getting the ball in the box, then that is something that can be looked at.
Yeah, good call from Luke Gibbs here. We wanted Roberts in for so long. Finally, it's happened.
Yeah,
and,
he is one. He is certainly one that you will. When it was Morrison and Dean, I personally was looking at it saying, I don't know what Roberts has done wrong to be dropped. You know, and I was impressed with him last season at Barnsley. I think certainly he is.
And as Jason Jennings said on here, should we utilise Roberts' long throw more? Yeah, definitely exploit it. He's got it.
If you're playing the team that we played, you know, you can throw Morrison forward, you can throw Ndoye forward, you know, and you have got unit. You know, we had Vassell and Adams on the pitch, but say you've got Gallagher and Jutkovic on the pitch as well, then you've got a big old unit there, you know, and some strong players.
Gary Barnfield, sorry. Nice to see the players tweeting after the game too. Yeah, I agree with that. That's
they're going to, aren't they? You know,
winning and losing, innit?
You know, if you go home from work and you don't want to talk to people, if you've had a bad day, you come home from work. If you've had a good day, if you had a promotion, you want to tell everyone about it, don't you?
And Kev Kelly says, for the next 3 or 4 games, we have the advantage that opponents won't know what Steve Cotterill is going to pick and how we may set up. I thought Cardiff were taken by surprise.
I think the big thing about it being on cameras as well, and we, you know, if you mentioned about Bruce being at the game as well, he's going to be there because we're playing him in a couple of weeks. It's not a surprise, you know. But I think the one thing that a lot of people will take away from is that we are Adams and Vassell. If they're playing, they are going to worry defenders. Teams are going to have to find a way where they're not allowing them to run in behind because then nobody's going to catch Vassell. You know. I think somebody put the Cardiff number 5 on for me because it's killing me. But he had about a 15-yard head start in the first half on Vassell, and Vassell got to in a flash, and he forced it, and you know, and the defender had to put it out for a corner in the end.
George Cox says Davis is saving his goal for the Villa game.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
that'd be nice. And Kevin Hembrough, Maxime Collin playing at right was a total change from Nsue, who has been woeful.
I tell you what, it's you know, it's a whole different world, isn't it, from what Nsue's been putting in. I thought Collin was excellent, but he looked comfortable. You know, like you said, square pegs in square holes. You know,
go out and do what you can do.
Put your right back. Put the guy you bought who was playing at right back at Brentford, put him at right back. You know, the centre half you bought from Barnsley because he was excellent last year, play him as one of your centre halves. You know, just it's simple things, really.
And a great comment here from Stuart Kindred. Blues are a solid team. They needed that on Friday night, and the new manager giving them confidence, not putting them down after every time on camera.
I wouldn't say he did it deliberately, knowing what Redknapp's interviews were like, but he couldn't have been more I think he complimented the tea lady, he complimented the office staff, didn't he? Yeah. Every single person in the club he complimented after that.
Well, I'll get on now to my little rant.
Manga, thank you.
Yeah, Manga.
Yes, Ekio Manga, I think it was, yeah.
For that one. Here's my little rant then.
Okay.
Arrived at the ground an hour early. Okay. Was there with my eldest son, my youngest son, Scott, Adam, and my ex-wife's son, Mark, 11. All right. Went to the Trevor Francis suite to try and get a beer. Just a quick pint before the game.
Went to where, sorry?
The Trevor Francis suite at the back of the main stand. Is it Trevor Francis suite? It's where all...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry, yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
All right. Okay, 24 and a half minutes later, still hadn't been delivered, even though we were right at the front of the queue.
Yeah.
Okay. The system they got there, they've got a very long bar, nice bar, right? 2 tills up the top end.
Yeah.
No till down the bottom end. So all the staff are crossing over each other all the while, bumping into each other, and then the one till went down, and okay, they're technological things that can't be helped, but the poor lady who was serving beer looked so despondent. I thought she was just going to throw a jacket in there and then, literally there and then. There was no organisation. There was, and we were telling Colin, the gentleman, his name was what would you call him? Like the manager, I would expect him to be. Right, supervisor.
Yeah.
Why don't you get somebody put down here? You know what I mean? We weren't being nasty at all. Just get somebody put down here. There was another lad called Adam, and he got the biggest gold chain on that I've ever seen in my life, ever, right? Yeah. And the Birmingham City ball bit on it cost $3,000. So it was just enormous.
Yeah.
And they came to eventually to service, and Adam says, these guys were here first. What a nice man. What a very nice man. But 24 and a half minutes to get a pint of beer. Now, the half-time at the top of the Tilton Road is equally as abysmal. My son didn't come back down because he went to get another beer. He then didn't come back down. He missed the first, 9-10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And it was horrible, Chris. Terrible. How did we survive in the Premier League? Huh? You can swear all you like. Belch.
I don't know what to say. I don't. That Trevor Francis one isn't part of the normal catering. So I don't know who is in charge of that one.
Yeah, I know. Kev Kelly says if we want to go to a pub, go to St Andrews for football.
Yeah, that's true.
For football, not the catering.
But they've got the guys who are walking around now.
Yes, which is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
If you can find him.
Okay.
We found him the week before.
Yeah.
The game before, but whether it was refilling or what, I don't know. Steve John says the whole of the catering is a shambles. I wouldn't say the whole of it, Steve, and I genuinely mean that.
I would also say not all of it. Yeah.
I genuinely mean that. But what I'm saying is
I know, yeah.
is when you go, all right, it's okay. Ray's saying, to be fair, I was in there when there was hardly anyone in, and the service was slow. They kept stopping to go and fetch the pies.
It's their fault.
It just seemed completely and utterly disorganised. Have 3 tills, have 3 people per till. You don't cross over that line. You've got your beer pumps. I mean, I work in the industry, so I know it runs when you're busy. Yeah. You stay there. You stay there. You stay there. You stay there. You stay there, and crack on with it. I got my licence out. I was woman showing to me coming your hand. Poor. She looked absolutely despondent. That was a member of staff.
Yeah. And it happens on a lot of bars, like you said. The one at the Tilton is always busy with 10 minutes to go until half time. It'll be chocker until the game kicks off again.
I think it might be. Is it bar 8? I don't know what they call it nowadays. Matthew Wren.
Yeah, I think so. I think
bar 8,
it
the
might
back
be
of the main
that.
stand
Yeah.
is a nightmare to get served. I've stopped going there now and just go to Shannon's. But that's revenue the club are losing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It was very.
But I don't know it. I don't know that bar, so I can't comment on the layout of it. But
Stu McDonald, all the catering areas are not organised. They could make a lot more money out of beer sales at half time, but typical Blues, it's a shambles. The queuing. I don't want to knock the game on Saturday because that was on Friday, because that was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Right. All I'm saying is that we've got to get this side of it right as well. The club have got to get it right. And it's easy for me to sit here and criticise, but I was a customer.
A lot of all the people who are saying it's a shambles. I'm struggling to see how, what more you want.
How did we manage when we had 30,000 there every week? What was the gate? Less than 20,000.
Surely it was the same. Surely you were waiting ages and ages and ages for a beer.
Well,
It never seemed to be. But for goodness sake, I mean, I don't know, put more of these portable ones on there. I don't know.
But that incorporates more staff and more pumps and more tills and everything. You know, it all costs money.
It all induces more sales, and it would probably bring that gentleman who made that comment a minute ago. But he goes to Shannon's bar.
Yeah,
he may come back if he could get some.
But I'm sure that they've thought about this. You know, in my section,
saying there's a big changeover in stuff.
I was just about to say it's honestly it's ridiculous.
I can imagine,
I think 50% of the staff that started the season are gone.
Yeah.
So they're having to get new people in every single game, and agency staff every single game, and you can't put agency staff on the tills.
No, they're going to be trained up as well.
You know, and so basically they're standing there fetching pies and that. So it's a 16-year-old kid who's brand new, who's having to use the till, who's never used it, but you know, and in an ideal world, like you go into a pub and it's somebody who's been working in a pub for 20 odd years who's serving you, so they know exactly what to do. There's 16, I'm sure it's incredibly boring, but there's 16, 17-year-old kids who have been working 1 or 2 games and then they don't come back because they get shouted at and abused by fans who are after a beer, and then it goes over and over and over again.
Back to football.
But anyway, but just one quick comment. Darren White says, even in low-key games, you can see that the kiosk which sell pies and pints look like organised chaos, even in a low-key game. It does need addressing. It does need addressing, and you know, but that's down to the club to do it, because at the end of the day, we are customers and we want to pay our good money to, you know, snore.
So if you put £10 on the ticket,
that was the door closing.
If you put £10 on the ticket every week, everybody's ticket goes up £10 so that the catering staff get more money, so you can hire a better standard of employee in the catering area. Would you be happy with that?
Why should I pay £10 more to be served a beer?
So you get experienced catering staff, not 16, 17-year-old kids who are doing it for
20,000 times £10.
But that
£200,000.
doesn't go on catering staff, does it?
£200,000 on catering staff.
That doesn't go on catering staff.
I'll join if I get an equal share of that. And I'll tell you what, I can pour beers faster than Vassal can run.
I'm not sure that's true. Yeah. Here you go, Jason Jennings. They used to pre-pour pints, but people were nicking them before the shutters were up, and then people complain that they don't want a pre-poured pint. They say, "Oh, I'm not having that. I want a fresh one." So you can't pre-pour anymore because people are moaning that they don't want pre-pour.
Oh, David Angel, how brilliant are you? Pies in seats. We are all adults.
Pints in
seats.
Pints in seats. No.
Pints in seats.
How can you
we
trust?
Are all adults. I was talking about this on Friday.
How can you trust the great British public to not throw beer on the pitch?
Don't talk to me about trust. What's the difference between a cold pint of beer and a red hot cup of coffee? Temperature. And a red hot cup of coffee could do a damn sight more damage than a cold pint of beer could to anybody. Quiet. He's gone quiet. Yes.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Back to the football. What a great match it was on Friday.
It was a great match on Friday.
Can I just say we will be drawing the prize for last week shortly.
What time are we doing?
We're going to do. We've got a phone in at around 8:25.
8:25. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, sorted.
Okay.
I've got a couple of clips as well. If ever you want.
Yes, please. If you can play one of those clips now, that'd be absolutely brilliant. We're just going to. Which one are you going to do?
What one would you like?
Oh, Steve Cottrell's interview after the game.
Okay. It's a bit low, so people might have to just...
Thanks to Birmingham City Football
Kevin
Club,
Kelly,
by the way,
it is illegal under the Taylor report to drink beer in view of the pitch, so it's nothing to do with Blues' choice.
Yeah, it's like in the boxes.
No, I know, but I'm saying what an adult comment that was.
So, but you
then you could have
to
your
change the
walkers
law?
going round, couldn't you?
You could have to change the law then?
You could have your walkers going round serving adults pints.
They do that with the food.
But then that would save all the crush at the top at half time.
It would.
Shut up.
Well, Steve, what a fantastic way to start your managerial career at Birmingham City. You couldn't have asked for much more, could you?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think I could. I think that, everything, it was just, it's a special club. And I said this when I was here last year. And, last season, sorry. I think that my first comment to the players in the dressing room afterwards and the staff, and I've just managed to mention everybody else at the football club after. We couldn't have got that performance if I hadn't have had 100% commitment off of everybody at the football club. I've been looked after impeccably by yourselves, by the board, by all the office staff that work here, the staff down the training ground, the staff that look after the players, medical, kit men, physios, and the players have to go out there and perform. So I thank them, you know, and everybody else tonight for their efforts over the last 2 weeks that enabled me to have a good start here as well. So I think that was important to thank them for their efforts, and now go away and enjoy the weekend. You know, I can go and watch a game tomorrow, and it'll be nice sitting there.
There you go, Steve Cottrell. Magical.
Yeah, and you know, he was like we said before, very complimentary about everybody. You know, and you know, from that, everybody's on his side. Then, isn't it? You know, he's had his first game. We've come away with arguably the best performance in about a year. You know, so everybody's on side and working in the right direction then, which is ideal.
And I think, I quite like his style of interview. Yeah,
I mean, it'd have been different if we'd have lost 3-0, obviously. But you know, but he's the man who's organised that team and set them up, and we've put in an excellent performance. So he's every right to be boisterous and confident.
Mm. And Robert Dawes says the smelly flag didn't come out another bonus.
Yeah, I didn't see that. No, yeah.
Nice one.
Kept that one away.
Have you got the highlights of the game ready then, Chris?
I have actually.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that then. So here we go with the highlights of Friday night's game. Enjoy. And there we go. Thanks to Birmingham City Football Club for allowing us to do that. Adam's done a lot in that goal of the month, easily. Reece
superb goal, yeah.
His work rate for it was absolutely
well, he won the ball back, you know, and he's won the header, and it's, you know, he's alive enough to work out that he can get onto the end of it himself. And as soon as he starts running at him, you know, it was in all the way, wasn't it? Sort of things, and he's cut inside, and it's a beautiful finish. So yeah, brilliant goal.
Andy BCFC says best we've played since Rowett went. Couldn't agree.
Yeah, probably. Maybe the passion-wise, maybe the fact we kept Bristol City at bay on the last day to stay up. You know, obviously we had to put a lot into that, but I think quality-wise, it's the best since Rowett's played. I'd say.
Robert Dawes says, "Why is Dugarry on the screen? Because he was a legend."
Exactly.
Simple as that.
If he wants to pick a legend for next week, I'll put his
there you
legend
go,
up.
Robert. If you could pick a legend for next week, your picked legend.
There might be a legend in the seat rather than on the background next week.
Well, where you're sitting, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, two legends next week.
Yeah.
Mr. Fun too.
Not me.
Yeah,
Mr.
Fun
I'm
too.
away.
Yeah, Mr. Fun is on international duty next week.
I am, yeah.
And so his replacement will be suitably sourced.
Yes. And we'll also have a guest next week.
We will. Probably a phoning guest.
Probably a phoning guest. Yeah.
Probably a phoning guest.
But a very, 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 very big one.
Robert Doyle says there's only one legend, Big Trev. Okay, so it's Trevor Francis on the screen next week. Chris
Okay,
Price.
then, there you go.
Robert,
Trevor's
there you
next
go. We'll
week.
do that for you. No problem at all. Can we have Michael Fuseli? He was a legend. All right, it's going to be a queue.
We're going to get lots
There's going to be a few backgrounds coming up. Yeah.
We'll have to have a queue.
You can tell that performance on Friday was the same performance from last season. Cottrell got no credit for keeping us up. Kyle, couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Possibly,
But
yeah.
we've got to keep it up.
Yeah.
But we've got to keep it up. Des Smith says not Paul Smith, I think. And Warnock
No
says,
comment.
Warnock said there was a foul on the build-up. Oh, I couldn't see what. Neither could I.
Not in the build-up to the goal. No, I don't know where that came from, but.
And Dave Moore, if we play with that pride and passion in effort in every game, we'll be happy, win, lose or draw. 100% behind you, my friend. 100% behind you.
Neil Warnock didn't look a happy man, did he?
Well, he doesn't.
No,
when he's,
he never does when they've lost.
When he's not getting his own way, does he?
I think that was the nicest thing about beating Cardiff, the fact that it shuts
Gary
him up for a bit.
Barnfield wants to know why nobody has told Neil Warnock that his eyebrows need plugging.
I really dislike Neil Warnock.
Alison Shilton wants to know where you're off to.
Don't tell
None
her.
of your business.
Oh dear.
Don't tell her.
None of your business.
And Benji Smith says Enkelman is a legend. Paul Hart's going with
Yeah,
Joe Gallagher.
Enkelman,
Enkelman up from Paul because he was a legend. Talks about actually should we if we turn him over in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
We'll have Enkelman on the background.
Okay.
On the one after.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Unless, of course, somebody like, scores an howler on our behalf.
Yeah.
But it will be...
Might have an image of John Terry, head in hands, in front of the Tilton after his own goal.
Crying.
Yeah.
How good would that be?
That'd be
How
nice.
good would that be? All right, time's marching on. Millwall up on Friday, away down at the new den, they call it nowadays, don't they?
Yeah.
I think if we play like that, we've got that one.
They've struggled. I think they've come up last season, obviously, and I think their home form is what they'll be looking at to keep them up.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're renowned for the atmosphere that they create at the ground, and the fact it is a tough place to go to. But footballing wise, I certainly don't see any reason why we should be afraid of going there. If we can beat them on the pitch, then it doesn't matter what happens off the pitch, does it? So and we've got traditionally, I think we've got a good record recently down there as well.
We put
six past them not long ago. Yeah, so it would be nice to carry on the momentum and pick up a good win again.
Okay, people, so let's have your predictions for the Millwall game. 3 points and another clean sheet would be welcome from Ray. So he's not going with a direct score. Stevie Carroll says we've got a good record versus Millwall. 3-1 win for me if we play like that again.
Yeah.
Great record at Millwall from Michael Anson. And we should be wary of Millwall. They have Dion Dublin playing for them from Kev Kelly. Do they really?
No.
No.
I think, when we beat him in the playoffs, he was playing from then. I think he scored at our place.
Right.
But
Kyle's going 2-0 Blues. Benji Smith 4-1. Adams hat-trick. That'd be really, really good. Gary Barnfield 3-1 for me. 1-3 Paul Hipkiss. So he's going for a Blues lose. Wayne Day.
Well, we're away, so he might be.
It might be. Yeah,
he might be that way.
2-1 win for me. Millwall 1 Blues 3. Can't keep up with these. Are going too fast. When I go to Blues win.
The vast majority of them are Blues wins, which shows you what a win does, doesn't it? And a performance like that, it builds the confidence.
And Stuart Kindred, it's about time we give someone a hammer in 6-0 to Blues. It is about time we battered somebody, isn't it? Really? But let's
do
save
you know
that
what?
one for the
Give
week
me a
after.
1-0.
Let's save that for the week after.
Give me 31 nils until the end of the season. I don't care about battering teams.
Paul Ipkiss says no Blues win.
Yeah.
We're away. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So everybody is on high at the minute.
Yes.
Yeah. And we haven't been able to do this for a long time again.
And after that performance, it's justified, but it shows how quickly it can change around. You know, how despondent we were after the whole game, and we were looking at it thinking, where's the quality, where's the inventiveness or anything. And then we put in a performance like that, and we're looking at going down to Millwall, and everybody's confident that we are going to win.
Kyle says last week Mr. Fon was confident in a win. Surprisingly, let's ask him if he usually. Let's ask him. He's usually right and gives me hope and confidence.
Oh my goodness, Kyle! If I'm the one who gives you hope and confidence, I can only apologise. Yeah, listen. I think we can go down there and win. Like I said, the only thing that I think teams fear about going down to Millwall is the crowd, is the atmosphere.
Shut 'em up.
There's no way that Millwall are a better side than us. You know, so there's no reason we should fear going down there and playing them.
We shouldn't be chicken.
No, not.
There was a chicken noise.
Do you know what? I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Yeah, but I think I'd quite like to see us take the game to them. Yeah, maybe bring Boger or Hotter in if Hotter's is going to have another week training.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe bring him in and actually go at them. And like you say, if you get an early goal, it'll quieten the crowd down. You know, go 1-0, 2-0. You know, hit them quickly, and the game's ours to control. Then.
Michael Quinlan wants to know, Mr. Fun, are you eating your words now about Cottrell not being the right man to take us forward?
Not yet. I think there's a long time. There's a long way to go. But for a start, for a first game, everything he took us turned to gold. And like I said, apart from the Ndoye, which I'm definitely still not convinced about, every decision he made was right for me, and it paid off. So you can only
Gary
thank him.
Barnfield's asking, is it a Friday night? No, it's on Saturday
night,
5:30 live on Sky, Gary.
So, incidentally, Michael Quinlan's going to be our caller at 8:25.
Oh, cool. Okay, sweet. David Angel, dying to see Hotter play. I think we all are.
Yeah. You look at the way Adams and Vassell played. If you throw Hotter in with that as well, and you throw Boger into that as well, there is a side that will threaten any team in this division. I watched the second half of Wolves on Saturday night. I think they're the team to beat. I think they're the champions in waiting. But even them with Vassell, Adams, Hotter, Boger, Jutkovic, Gallagher. If you've got 4 of those 6 on the pitch at any one time, we will cause teams problems.
Very good. Very good.
I want Steve Cottrell out. He can't serve beer quick enough.
Good point.
Kev Kelly says, how many points from the next 3 ahead?
Not this again.
International break.
Who said this?
Kevin Kelly.
Kevin Kelly is banned from
Asking you that question.
anybody. People are banned from asking that question now. I hate these questions, especially considering one of them's the Villa game. Okay, so we'll beat Millwall, and then does anyone know who B6 have got next weekend?
Does anybody care?
Never look. Nobody cares.
Oh. I don't like predicting that one. And then we've got Brentford after that at home. I think our home form, we were battered by Hull, but the 2 home games in between that, we've beat Sheffield Wednesday and Cardiff. That's no mean feat. That
both Friday nights.
Exactly. So I think the Brentford, we can certainly beat Brentford at home. So if we get 7 out of 9, so they got Fulham at home. Fulham is not an easy game. If they don't win that. Say they get beat there and they've lost 2 on the bounce and we've won 2 on the bounce going into the derby. How different that looks from after the whole game.
And as Real says, they can't defend, can they?
Exactly, and Terry and Chester with Vassell chasing them down.
Craig Hall is saying 9 points. Andrew Cave, I think 9 points out of 9.
I think he'd be happy with 7.
Kyle Coughlin says 7. Paul Kiss 9. Be confident Villa are having it. Paul Ipkiss also says, no,
I'd love Villa to get it, by the way.
David Angel say Wolves look superb. Unfortunately, that is the case.
Yeah, listen, Wolves have shown that if you spend money right and you get a good coach in and you get everything right at the right time,
You've got to spend a lot of money.
You have. They've spent a lot of money, but they've picked loans up as well. Somebody mentioned about playing loan players. Hotter on loan is an excellent signing from them. But they've spent 15 million on Neves, and honest to God, he could play for a top 6 in the Premier League side. He is just sensational. They control every game that I see him play, and that's because of him. But it shows you spend money in the right place, and you get a good coach in, then you will go places.
Yeah, Max Tasker says Derby draw, Sheffield win, Hull lost, Cardiff win. I would have.
How far are we going?
I would have took that 3 weeks ago. Not bad on the grand scale.
Yeah, I mean, after the whole game, if you'd have offered, you certainly would have taken 7 points out of 9 from the next 3. So, and we've got 3. So.
But there we go. Jesus Busby says Leeds were Barcelona a few weeks ago. Long season ahead.
Of course,
be real about
of
it.
course,
One
yeah.
win.
Of course.
One win doesn't make a season, does it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But Wolves are looking like I said, well, they're top of the league now. So
Yeah.
it's theirs to lose, isn't it, at the moment? So
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
Just going off track a bit. There was a lot of comments regarding this sitting down, standing up on block 4.
Yes, I was going to do that after the.
Yeah, okay.
All right, no
Yeah,
problem.
just wondered if you got it to hand.
Dedicate the last sort of.
Because you didn't say so in the production meeting.
Also,
so I wasn't
did we have a production meeting?
No,
Should we have one next week?
We'll have one next
have
week,
we ever
yeah.
had one?
No.
Stroll in at 7:25 and go, we're all ready then.
Must do production meeting. Okay.
And just to let everybody know, the wonderful gift that we were given last week, the original words to We Are the Lads from the Tilton, which is our theme tune, is now proudly framed, signed and sat on our desk. So again, thanks to Colin for that, and thanks also to
Absolutely.
What was it?
Curtis.
Yes.
Curtis
for bringing this that over. Just update on the competition then, Chris, if you would please.
Okay, so last week's winner is going to win.
Next week's winner
is going to win this.
This is why we need a production meeting.
Which I'm hoping you can see is a signed book. It's signed in there somewhere, I believe. Yeah, signed from Tom Ross. So the shares from this week will be drawn next week to win that.
Okay, 5 minutes to our phone in, 4 minutes. So
What about last week's winner?
this is they're in there now.
They're in there. We're going to.
Yes.
Should we draw that now, or wait till
would you like
wait
to put those on the table?
Or wait till about 1:45 after our caller?
Yeah.
You can do. I'm easy like a
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah,
morning.
I know you're easy.
Build
I've
the
heard you.
tension.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll go and set our caller up.
And the prize for this week is
It's going to be a hoodie, a sweatshirt, or a t-shirt, or a hat.
okay. There you go. Wonderful. All you got to do is click the share button. Got to be in it to win it. Right, okay. I hear there was a little bit of trouble outside the ground afterwards with some Cardiff fans trying to push through the gate.
Yeah. It's Friday night.
Give up.
Cardiff on the telly.
Give
It's
up. Get a grip.
unfortunately it happens everywhere when they're concerned. But
You just we don't need it.
they've had a bad week, not qualifying for the Euros as well.
Oh dear,
So.
unlucky. Any news from the ladies' camp this week, then, Mister?
No league match this week. Last Wednesday, we played Oxford in the Continental Cup first group game. We won 4-0. So I think a few of the players who hadn't got many minutes this season started. I think Frida Aisi started. She scored. Lucy Quinn scored her first goal. Hayley Ladd scored her first goal for Blues as well. So.
Right.
It was a good win against a team that are in the division below us, but obviously Continental Cup, so we're in the same group as them. But as we're in the same group as Man City, we really need to be winning every other game that we're in. So
Okay, Michael Quinlan said he can't take the call, lad. Sorry, he's had to pop out. So we're going to put that onto the back burner. But if you do want to call into the show, when Mrs. Browne comes back in a minute, we'll give you the details of how to do that. Because what we want to do is try and do is... whereas it's great to have all your comments on the shout box, they do fly past so quickly.
Yeah.
And obviously you can only write a limited amount of words.
Des Fox,
on
can I
there, so-
reverse the charges for the phone?
Yes, you can actually, Des. There you go. So there you are. Actually, we'll call you.
We'll call you, Des,
call you.
yeah.
Des, if you want to give us your phone number, we'll call you. We'll call you almost immediately.
Yeah.
There you go. You can get on the show. Why not? Why not? Okay, then. So after Millwall, then it's the big one.
It is. It is. And like I say, I think they've come back down to earth with a bump after the Wolves game. I think they've realised that they're not the almighty that they think they are. You know, they went 8 unbeaten, but a lot of that was slightly iffy.
Yeah.
So, I like I said, the Fulham coming up in the week. That'll be a tough game for them, and if they don't get anything from that, then and we do well at Millwall, then the tables have turned, haven't they? So.
Gregory says can't get a ticket for the big one. Any news? No, unfortunately not. I think it's now.
No, I'm struggling. Yeah, I think you'll be struggling now to get one.
We did almost have one for this week to give away, but unfortunately that prize is gone.
And Stevie Cow says we owe them a lot. We owe them a lot of smashing. Bring it on. Do you know what? If we could, all them players fit running round terrace.
I think it's a difficult one. What would be better if we absolutely destroy them, or if they batter us and can't score, and then we nick it at the end 1-0?
I'd like to destroy them.
Would you?
Yeah. What about you guys out there? Would you prefer a cheeky end of game win?
Because then you can actually, you know, they will be so despondent that they haven't
imagine
won.
the stick John Terry will get all the way through the game.
It's going to be horrible.
If we
Yeah,
took 5 or
it's going to
6,
be horrible.
if we could possibly do that.
Yeah.
Steve BCFC Tarbuck says get a season ticket. Not always easy for everybody, Steve. Some people can't afford.
See, there you go. Destroy them. Last minute goal.
Yeah. Here it comes. Andrew Kay wants to destroy them. Yeah. If we play like Friday night, nobody will beat us. Destroy. Well done.
Yeah, I think people want them to just look like they want to destroy them.
Vassell the Destroyer. It's just the amount of stick that John Terry would pick up from the Tilton Road.
He's going to get it whatever the score.
Yeah,
he's going to get pelters.
Not if we can't score and they can.
Well, no, he'll still get it.
Yeah.
You know, but
exterminate Desmond. I love that word.
He will still get absolutely battered for the whole 90 minutes. But
Chris Woolley would take either. Have they not opened the Gilmerick Upper yet? No.
I don't think they have, no.
I don't think so.
I don't think they
However,
have.
there's an extra 200 tickets available for this one, isn't there?
Right.
Because
Okay.
of good behaviour last time.
Yeah. It's nice, isn't it?
Great, isn't it? Great. Well, what's going to happen when we get back to the Premier League? Huh? 30,000 there again every week.
We'll have to behave very well,
Shea
won't we?
Adams to score in the 8th minute, then park the bus until 90 on Doy header.
Oh my
2-0.
goodness. It'd all have to come back.
But would yeah.
And Doy hat-trick.
Who runs the rule over our capacity against Villa? Surely the police can rule 29,000. Look at everybody else's segregation. It's one line of stewards. It is, but because of the history,
not in the past they haven't. They've shown that even more than one line of stewards hasn't been enough.
Not taking the chances at the moment.
Yeah.
It has increased, as I say, by 200, but the decisions were made by the club, by the safety staff, and by West Midlands Police in conjunction.
Yeah,
with,
it is. Yeah.
And old Terry Bleepy. That would be nice, wouldn't it? First minute.
I genuinely don't think there would be a better way of winning that game than a John Terry own goal.
Jason Jennings goalkeeping error, anyone?
Yeah.
It's written in the stars, Vassell to net against his uncle's club. Yeah, that would be brilliant. Wouldn't it? That would be brilliant. Yeah, of course, I forgot there's that connection there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Darius, wouldn't it?
Davis. Do you think Davis will score again?
Open the Gilmerick Upper and serve beer all day. I'm in. I'll get a ticket for that. Mr. Fun, will Birmingham City ever get back to the Premier League in your lifetime? From Kyle.
In my lifetime?
Yeah.
I'm only 28. I hope so.
You don't know how long you're going to live,
goodness.
do you? But you don't know.
I sincerely hope so, Kyle. Yeah.
You don't know how long you're going to live.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
an open-ended question there.
Can I just say that this week's fan caller can't come on now? So
Yeah.
If
We've offered it out. If anybody wants us to phone them,
no, yeah, just
message. Either put your number on the page or message Chris.
That's if you want your number put on the page.
Yeah.
Get everybody else
Or
will see
if you don't want to make it public, message Chris and we'll call you.
Private message to Chris on Facebook, Chris Browne on Facebook, or to myself. I don't mind.
In the
And we'll
next
pass the
10,
number on
15
Or even
minutes.
this
and we'll
page.
get you on
Yeah.
Right on
tonight.
page or Tilton Talk page or whatever page. Yeah. It'll get to that.
Yeah. Steve Cowes heard that the Villa game there won't be any alcohol served at all. Do you know about that?
I haven't been
Not been told.
informed
Do you
about
normally
that.
get like instructions?
They'd
one week-
probably tell us
one
the
week
morning
before?
of the game. So
Right. Okay. Yeah, it would be nice for Davis to score again. Destroyed,
However-
pummeled, and finally laughed at from Martin Smith.
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Any news on Tilton Talk away days?
No,
And are people still talking to their people? That was a
they're
question
still
that was
talking to their
presented
people.
earlier.
Our people are talking to their people who are talking to our
Okay.
people.
Someone
I think
else's
we've been
people.
allocated 4,200 for the Barnsley game.
Okay.
We don't normally sell that out, though, do we?
4,000. Well, is it a Saturday?
Somebody tell us. I've got the
Yeah,
fixtures.
'cause
I
It's
think
been on-
I
it's been
think
on
it is a
Tuesday.
Saturday.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I could be wrong. I know Middlesbrough's the Tuesday night,
Ray's
isn't it?
saying no alcohol for the Villa fans, only refreshments.
Oh, Villa. Oh,
That
okay.
seems fair. That seems
That
fair.
seems fair enough. We don't care about that. I hope they have to wait in queue as well.
Yeah. No, it seems that's more than fair.
If anybody does want to come on the phone in, just put your telephone number on a private message to Chris. Are you checking your private messages, Chris?
I am at this very moment. Yes.
Okie dokie, okay. And we haven't got anything yet specific, so we'll carry on. In the hot seat next week is going to be, we're not sure whether there's going to be a full guest appearance or a phone-in, is going to be Martin Granger.
I wasn't even ready with the applause. Hang on.
Martin Granger.
Production meetings going on.
And the following week, we're delighted to invite back, this is Martin's first time on the show actually, but we're delighted to invite back a friend of the show and another top quality sports presenter in Ian Danter. So
And he'll
Ian
be
Danter
live
from
in the
Talk
studio
Sport will be
with us.
live for the whole duration of the one.
To see how it's done
the one
properly.
after the big one.
That could be fun.
That's the one after the big one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Big
so-
blue nose as well. Big
So
blue
there
nose.
you are. Okay, right, as we've not got the phone in yet, then we'll do the competition right now. So
Well, you're the closest. Chris.
Yeah, do you want me
give
to
it
draw
give
it?
it give it a shuffle first.
give it a shuffle.
Yeah, give it a
Here we
shuffle.
go. This is our Tilton
Massive.
Talk Not Trophy. Tilton Talk Not Trophy. Live.
Move it over a bit. Move it over a bit.
Which way?
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Okay,
That's
live,
fine.
live
Yeah.
on the show. There you go. One name coming out of the bag. These were from the shares last week. All you got to do is be in it to win it.
Is Bleepy Razy.
Bleepy Razy,
Bleepy
congratulations
Razy.
and well done to you. There you go. Can you please get in touch with Chris Browne through private message, get your address to him, and we'll get the
Well
goods
done,
off
mate.
to you.
Sorry,
Well
Benji.
done, Bleepy. Well done, Bleepy.
Well deserved. He's a regular actually. So good stuff. Good stuff.
Robert Doyle, Dave and Adebola bloke, how people are talking to their people.
Definitely.
Yes, okay, that's all we'll tell you on that one.
Good,
The
good,
G-Man, fabulous, yeah, everybody's looking forward to
That'll be a good one.
to Granger. Well, not to say, I'm not sure whether it's going to
Well,
be a phone-in or he's going to be live.
I think it's going to be a phone in, but
Right, okay.
either way, it'll be a good
Either
one.
way.
Either way, it'll be
It'll
good.
be wonderful. It'll be
So
wonderful.
get your questions ready. Yeah. How much would Granger
Saturday,
be worth
1st of
now?
November is the Barnsley game.
Yeah.
Saturday, 1st of November. That's my son's birthday.
I mean, you watch. You said we won't sell that out. 4,200.
Yeah.
We beat Millwall and then go and beat the Villa.
Absolutely.
I bet it will sell
I
out.
bet it will. I bet it will. Okay.
Just before that, Gregory wants a curry night, a Tilton Talk curry night. You organise it. You organise it, Gregory.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. I've
Kevin
never turned
Kelly's
down a
given
curry
Stephen
yet.
Cottrell's number out. Don't quite get that one. There you go. Hey. Nobody messaged you yet then to...
No.
get on the phone in?
Okay, they're all a bit too shy now. So.
Harry Griffiths, would you get Davo Birmingham on this ever? He has been on, hasn't he,
He has been on,
Davo?
yes.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
great show as well.
Our people are once again talking to their people.
Yeah.
It'd be good to get him and Adebola bloke on.
And Max Tasker says it's the 4th of November.
Yeah.
4th of November.
Yeah.
Okay. Get Curry Boy. Who's Curry Boy?
Curry Boy.
Curry Boy. Come on then, Adrian, who's Curry Boy?
Tim Andrews.
Yes, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah,
He is the.
yeah.
He's doing the Curry King thing,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yes,
I think?
he is, yeah, beg your pardon, yeah.
Good
yeah.
stuff.
Jasper Carrot, would love to get Jasper Carrot on Steve Smith because he's just had
If you can pay for him,
surgery.
Steve, as
Yeah,
well.
not very well at the moment.
He's
is he?
well, he's just had quite major surgery on his heart, so we'll let him
Wait,
recuperate.
yeah.
You never know. You never know. Can't say never, can you?
No.
Can't say never.
I mean, we went quite a long time without having anybody, and then all of a sudden we had everybody.
Everybody was queuing up, weren't
They
they?
were queuing up, so come on.
Queuing up to
great.
come.
Ever since I started coming on.
I've blanked that bit out.
Super 6, Mr. Brown, how did it go this week? I got, I think, a whole 2 points.
I've noticed that the Super 6 conversations have been going quite quiet of late, which is a bit disappointing for me, really.
I have dropped down a bit, haven't I? Yeah. Dropped down
You're doing very well.
I think I
aren't
got 22 the one week.
you? Oh, crazy, man.
I think you're in a Europe spot, ain't you now?
Yeah, top 3,
Yeah.
pushing on.
Robert Doyle says, can we get the flag on?
We'll have to put it in the background, yeah.
Oh,
Brilliant.
I was just saying, it must be gone 8:30 then, because that's when they start. Haven't they?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
too-
that's it, yeah.
What we're going to do then is, after we've had a couple of legends on, we'll have the flag.
Yeah.
We'll find a picture of the flag, crop it, and then
We'll put it in the
we'll
background.
use that, put it on the background. Yeah.
Susan Adams, I will be in Benidorm when we play the Villa. Is it on Sky
Now
Sports?
you've just
It
told
is.
everybody where you're going.
No, no. Susan Adams
Oh, right.
says,
Oh,
I
so
will
no.
be in Benidorm when we play the Villa.
Uh-huh.
Is it on Sky Sports? It
Yes,
is on
yes,
Sky
yeah,
Sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Jason Jennings on Super 6 saying nobody had Man City 7-2. Surely no, I didn't. I had them 2-1.
6 people had 7-2.
Really?
Man City.
6
No.
people.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? 6 people went 7-2 Man City. That is crazy.
Holly Court says, could we have a little keep right? It should be keep right on. Sing along from us.
At the end.
At the end.
Oh yeah, we've got
Yeah,
we've got
we'll
the
put
we've
some
got songs
bits on.
up, yeah.
Any more videos? Keeps. Can you get that one on?
Oh yeah, I've got the.
Yeah,
It's,
well,
on, it's a very very short one, so I think it's about 26 seconds.
Kev Cody says, Chris, I never received my Bronx hat for being the first caller.
Message me your address and you'll get it.
There you go,
All
Kev.
right,
Message
no
your address
problem,
in
We've got
and
loads of them,
that'll
so
be posted
yeah.
onto you. Thanks for the
A
reminder.
Bronx hat
Put
on
your
the
phone
side.
number on, Kevin. Come back on now.
Yeah.
That's the thought, isn't it?
Yeah, go on then. Say, where's my
He's got your phone
Bronx
number,
hat?
hasn't he? He's got your phone number,
I
hasn't
think he has. Yeah.
Kev Kelly.
Yeah, he must
There you
have
go.
phoned me
Challenge
before,
on.
Yeah.
Ring in. Shane says that guy won $6,000 on the Super 6.
Yeah,
That's all right, isn't it?
yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
And can we watch the Enkelman Howler? Yes, we'll get that one.
We'll get that one next week.
no, I know.
You should get a selection
No, the
of
week after
goals
that.
against Villa for next week.
Is that preempting?
No,
Should we not leave it
no,
till?
it's optimistic.
Okay, people, would you like to see a selection of goals against the Villa next week? Or would
I
you
might
like to
even
wait?
tune in. I might even tune in from my Sun Lounger to watch it.
Or would you like to wait until after the big game and then find out that result and then decide then? So it's next week. Should we play loads of clips of goals?
To be
that
fair,
we've
if we
scored?
beat them in 2 weeks, the show after that, even though Danta's coming in, we might as well just show the whole 90 minutes again, mightn't we? From 7:30 till 9.
Yeah. It'd be good.
Graham Haynes is saying wait.
Oh, Graham.
I think he's sensible. Steve Smith just said yes. I don't know whether that's the best
Yeah.
way to let's go ahead and do it. After the big game from Robert.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's have some more comments off you. Quick. If Granger was on in a couple of weeks, I'd offer to fetch him and take him back.
It's next week.
Oh, he's on next week, Ray, and we've got a feeling it will be on a phone.
Yeah.
Ollie Court saying wait, so the waits are having.
Looks like you're waiting then, yeah.
Oh dear.
I'll never get
Can I
more
just
away.
say, if anybody wants the old Made in Brum destroyed in Hong Kong flag, I don't know if anybody remembers that.
Yeah, I do,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if anybody wants to make an offer for it for charity,
Charity,
for
mate.
charity,
Charity.
make us an offer.
If we beat them, have Brucey in the background.
yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah.
That's what you should have next week, yeah. A collection of Granger's goals.
Yeah.
Granger's best bits.
Yeah, what a great idea. Great idea that is, Adrian. Thank you for that one.
And Bleepy Raises just messaged me and says, thanks, I can't believe it. I don't win anything. Well, he has
yes,
now.
you do.
Yeah, won that.
She's lying. She won a barefaced liar. She's just won. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever you give away.
Is it a male or female?
No, female, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
Female,
Oh, right, okay. Don't
I
know.
think.
Doesn't say.
Perhaps he or she should clear that up.
Oh, well.
Post a picture of the flag, please.
Oh, the Made
The
in Brum
Made
destroyed
in
in
Brum
Hong
one.
Kong.
Have we got a picture of that?
Can the old flags be laid out over the
That'd be
green
good,
meadow?
yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of that. I like the idea of that. What's your best Blues Villa game? Mine is the first one that I can remember, Dave, and all I remember is that their away support was in the Tilton Road back in the day, obviously before the ground was redeveloped, way back in the 70s. And they bought all these little claret and blue balloons that they were all tapping them off. And I think we stuffed them 3-2.
Oh, okay.
We did them 3-2. That was one of my favourite.
I think it'd have to be. It has to be the 3-0 for me. That was my first Blues Villa game.
But then, of course, the knocking them out of the Carling Cup final and winning that was icing on the cake on the way through.
Well, it was, but I mean that night is. Yeah, we talk about atmosphere a lot on this show. I'll never experience anything like that again.
His favourite was the semi-final too. Get Joe Gallagher on the show. Joe Gallagher was on the show not so long ago, Stephen. And that show is available on the Tilton Talk page. You can go back and listen to it anytime you like.
YouTube.
Paul Lippy says, and it's a good comment, this is, what would a 25-year-old Granger be worth today?
Oh, yeah.
A guy who can score free kicks, is defensively solid. 25-year-old Englishman. What did Carl Walker just go for? 50 million? 50 million?
50 million plus.
Probably.
James Brown says we should try and buy 2 tickets for the Villa game and any others, and then auction them off. We wouldn't be allowed to auction them off because they're club sold.
Yeah.
They have to go for face value. That's one of the rules for the club. Robert Dorr, claret and blue balloons, they'll be using their torches on the phones next. You just love it.
They had balloons last year, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
In the 1-1 draw.
When
they come here, they had claret and blue balloons. No.
But it would be nice to see all the flags over the top of the Gilmerick. I think
that would be a good idea, actually.
Because what I don't like is when like on Super Saturday, Super 6 Saturday, was Jeff Stelling.
Yeah.
And there's a reporter. They're always looking at an empty stadium, part of an empty stadium.
Right.
You know, because they obviously shoot over towards the Gilmerick.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm
with
just
you.
turn it round to the Tilton Road where there's like, you know, where it's full. And St Andrews always looks empty on the TV, doesn't it?
I've an offer coming for the flag already.
There you go.
An offer of £40.
Is it George Tasker offering 10 million?
No. £40
like
for the flag for our charity, Children's Hospital, and that's come from Ray. So
that'd be very nice.
And thanks to Adrian as well
pass
for
the coffin
donating.
round the cop. If we could get it in, Alison, I'm sure we would.
Yeah.
I'm sure we would. And what would Trevor Francis
There must be a
worth
10
today?
time. Oh, dear me.
And we may be having a transatlantic call very shortly if he gets back to me in time. So there we go.
That'd be good.
Wonderful.
100 mil.
100 million. Kev Kelly, can you...
Trevor Francis at his best right now.
Yeah.
100 million.
Can you guys recommend where to pick up some blue flares? No.
No.
That one,
Naughty
Doyle,
that is,
you better
Kevin.
wash the flag for Ray.
I've got some old Oxford bags.
You've got to wash the flag apparently for Ray.
Oh, have I?
Yeah. It's not the big one that stinks.
it's
like
It's not the smelly shed
smelly
one.
shed.
It's a made in
different.
Yeah. You probably don't want it now.
Yeah. And how was the character calendar shoot from Gregory?
I think Gregory's going to have to be banned, isn't he? Persistent, silly questions.
Yeah. Not a bad crowd there on Friday night as well. Just under 20,000 on Friday.
I thought it was
night,
excellent.
live on Sky,
Live on telly.
with bottom 3.
Yeah. Coming off the back of a 6-1 drubbing, I think nearly 20,000 is an excellent.
And I think
an excellent
was
effort.
pretty good as well.
Yeah, it was. I think somebody put at the start the old Cardiff dance song come out at the end and things, But I think nearly 20,000 for a Friday night when it's on the telly is excellent.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the club sent a lot of letters out to a lot of people last week about persistent standing. I've read one of the letters that was posted to somebody via Facebook. Okay. They're talking about issuing banning orders and one thing and another.
If they don't send those letters out, then they're in trouble with the Football League.
Probably.
Because they are being seen to allow persistent standing, which you can't do. Now, are they actually going to follow through and ban somebody for standing in Block 4 when they've allowed them to go to Block 4?
Did you go to Derby away last year?
I did.
Did we stand all the way through the game?
We did. Yeah.
Do we stand away at every
But were we told to sit down? Yes. Are we? All away? Are all away fans told to sit down? Yes.
What,
but-
consistently through the game?
I think eventually, but I think it's from a steward's perspective. I think if you tell them once, if you tell somebody to sit down once and they don't do it, your side of the job's done, isn't it? You've asked them to sit down and they've said no. So then, if the Football League want to pull fans up on it, then they can say, what happened to the steward, and the stewards can say, well, we told them so. They just didn't. So, but, the fact that it's the Block 4 thing is known for where the fans want to stand and sing. If Blues do nothing about it, then they're sort of going against Football League rules.
David Tolley says never got told to sit down at Norwich. Huddersfield do it. Palace do it. From Adrian.
Yeah. The home fans, yeah, they do.
But I don't know how they.
Yeah.
But I don't know what their clubs do. But I'm pretty sure the Football League regulation is that persistent standing is not allowed. So I don't know whether the club probably have to send these letters out just to cover their own back. Maybe Palace send letters out saying, "Oh, you can't persistently stand," but they don't do anything about it.
I hear the Football Supporters Federation have got on board with it now.
Right.
What I hope happens from it is no banning orders, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
However,
Well, obviously,
what I do hope comes out of it is a safe standing area.
yeah.
At the end of next season.
But every game now, there's the stewards are arguing with the people in Block 4,
Yes.
and it's the same stewards, and it's the same people. And it's just silly now because they're arguing with each other every single game now.
Kev says the persistent standing is recorded by authorities and the club has a duty under the rules of the Football League to act on behaviour that endangers supporters and blocks the views of seated people.
Exactly.
I get that and I respect that, but what I'm saying is let's have a common sense approach to this and just have a safe standing area. Everybody's happy. You know what I mean?
Until someone gets hurt, and then somebody's not happy.
Dear.
But
Have you had an accident at work?
But
Have you
exactly.
fallen over?
Well,
Off the curb?
but
It's your own fault. Pick your feet up. Watch where you're walking.
Yeah. As Robert Dole says, though, like swearing.
But it's
is not allowed.
2017.
It's hard to enforce.
Of course it
It's
is.
too hard.
And I don't think that they're going to ban anybody for standing in Block 4.
I'm going to tell you now. I swear at football.
So do I.
Always. I do, Chris. I don't think I've ever let one word go out on here in the 7 years I've done this.
No, I
I don't
haven't.
think
either.
I've bloopered. I don't think so.
No, I don't think you
Well,
have.
I really don't think I have.
In fact, I don't think any of
Right.
us have really, have we?
But it's like Harry Griffith says, who gets hurt? In a safe.
Who gets
standing
hurt?
area.
Who gets hurt? Somebody who's in the safe standing area who gets knocked over and bashes their head, and then they can't go to work for 3 weeks, and they make the most of it, and they claim. Well, you just said the compensation claim lifestyle that people live. It's 2017, and if you think you can make money of it, somebody will.
Terms and conditions of your entrances you can't claim.
Well, they're not going to allow that.
Why? I'd do it. Celtic have safe standing, never been a problem there, and the ground's busier than ours. It certainly is.
Well, we'll see if somebody gets hurt at Celtic and they make a claim.
Andy Hale says we go to Orlando City. The main supporting end is all.
It
safe
is
standing.
either behind the goal. I've seen it. Yeah.
And we go to
And Celtic as well.
Sam Bailey seems to have fallen asleep, but hey ho, it's your call. Safe standing has been successfully tried and never employed in a limited section at Celtic. Has been successfully tried and has even been employed in limited section at Celtic.
And I think they've had problems as well.
But
That's a close.
wouldn't it save all this, like, I'm writing you a letter and I'm going to tell you, if we just put it in a safe standing area?
Where are you going to put it?
Huh?
Where are you going to put it?
Behind the goal.
What goal? The
Tilton,
Tilton.
yeah.
You're going to put it in the Tilton.
Yeah.
So what about the 73-year-old guy who's had a season ticket for 40 years in the Tilton and can't stand up and doesn't want to stand? He wants to sit down. That's his seat, and he wants to sit down. He's had it for ages.
No.
You say, sorry,
Okay.
tough. Everyone's
What
standing
happened-
here
What
now.
happened when they rebuilt St Andrews and took away my standing area where I used to stand? Did anybody come to me and say, well, you always used to stand there, do you want your seat there?
When was that?
When the ground was rebuilt.
But listen, I'm just trying to look at it from. I want a good atmosphere at Blues as much as the next person, and if a safe standing area helps that, then obviously I'll be up for it. But I'm trying to understand from every other perspective. There's a reason why only Celtic at the moment have got a safe standing section. There is a reason for that English clubs are worried about safe standing sections. There has to be, otherwise everybody would do it, wouldn't they? Everybody would, if a safe standing area guaranteed a better atmosphere, guaranteed more people in there.
Robert Dawes said, "Stick the 73-year-old in a telescopic chair." Standing was great on the big step at the Cop. It was brilliant. It was like it's never been the same since.
But it's okay. But it's 2017, and I'm telling you, if somebody gets, like I've said, there's people who come to the games now.
Do you remember the days of safe standing?
I don't remember any standing. I'm 28.
So you've never been to a standing?
No.
Right. Okay.
I think I went to. I went to Burndon Park. One of my very first away games was Bolton away, Burndon Park, and I think that was standing.
Yeah.
But that's it.
So on the line we should have Dale.
I think I went to
Dale.
I think I went to Burndon Park.
Dale from
One
the
of my
USA
very first
calling
away
in.
games was Bolton away, Burndon Park, and I think that was
this Nick?
standing.
Yeah.
But
Is that you,
that's
Dale?
it.
Yes.
Hello. How you doing?
On the line.
Oh, how you doing, Nick? How you doing?
All good, thanks. All good this side of the pond, as we say. We've been a bit windy here today, shall we say? But not as much as you
Away
have.
games was Bolton away, Burndon Park.
Say again?
That was-
Just-
Which part of the States are you from?
But
Is that you,
that's
Dale?
it.
I'm from New York.
How you
From
doing?
New
I'm
York.
calling from New York. How you doing, Nick? How you doing?
All good, thanks.
Yeah, we're all
doing good, thank you.
So
We've been a bit windy here today, shall we say? Okay, I've got a bit of an overlay on that. Can we get rid of that or not?
Say again?
Which part of the States are you from? Have you got your computer turned up?
Yeah, I got my computer turned off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We're all doing good, thank you.
Okay, I can hear you. I moved away from the computer.
Perfect.
Say again?
Which part of the States are you from? Have you got your computer turned up? So, how long have you been a Birmingham City
Yeah,
supporter?
I got my computer turned on. I took a vacation about 4 years ago. I took a vacation over to London for a few days, and I decided I moved away from the computer. Well, since I'm in London, might as well head up to Birmingham, and this was predetermined. I'm gonna go to take a vacation, make my pilgrimage to St. Andrews. So by New Year's Day, I went up to St. Andrews and watched the Burnley and Blues match. No, not Burnley, Barnsley. This was predetermined. I'm gonna go to take a vacation, make my pilgrimage to St. Andrews. So by New Year's Day, I went up to St. Andrews and watched the Burnley and Blues match. It was Say again?
Sorry about that. We tried to get a friend in from the United States of America there, all the way from New York. Bit of echo on the line, but, hey ho, these things are in their infancy stage, and we will sort them out day by day, week by week. Do not worry, folks. We will be having a full phone-in shortly. A full phone-in shortly.
Apologies to
Apologies for that, yeah. Sounds like the missus, Paul. Oh, dear me. That funny sun today has turned the
line. Yeah.
It was. I mean, did you get out and have an opportunity to see it?
I was
The
at
red
work.
sun.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's
There's
the
all
Sahara.
sand from the Sahara and the smoke from Portugal, apparently.
Being blown by the hurricane.
In our atmosphere. Was it a rap video? Yeah, well, we tried our best. Look, if we don't try these things, we won't find out the bugs, and obviously we go out live. What you hear is what we say. That we've got no delays, no nothing. So when we do the phone-ins, one thing that we do have to ask, obviously, is that you're on board it and polite and no bad language, etc., etc. Yeah, Sean, it did. The desert sand happened a few years ago. I remember washing my car one day and it was white, and then getting up the next morning and it was completely and utterly sanded over. Yeah. The sun has never been funny, and I think you're talking about the newspaper there, probably. Yeah, probably.
Good call.
Yeah. My selective hearing powers could not work there. No, nor ours.
No, I was trying.
Well, I think what was happening is we had to have the sound turned up in the studio, and that was like going back
possibly,
going back to the microphones again. So, ayo, we're back with it. Don't forget Grange in next week, and the week after, the one and only Mr. Ian Danter. You should be back from your jollies by then.
I will be.
The Derby game will be over and done with.
It will be.
We will know the result. We will know what the green screen wall is going to look like.
Yeah.
We'll know I think the consensus of opinion was to wait on the goals.
Yes,
Yeah?
I think we'll wait
Okay,
on them.
so
yeah.
we'll wait. Yes, Sam Bayliss, no bad language, and you must be sat down.
Yes,
Anyway.
no standing on the phone in, yeah.
And if I hear Sahara Desert again today from Jason, I'll go, Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
Sahara Desert.
Never has the Sahara sand been mentioned more than today.
And Kev Kelly wants to know, how is the Monday Night Live from the George developing?
I have talked to somebody about it, so yeah,
People talking to people?
Well, no, we really are talking to people. So yeah, that is a definite probably.
A definite
What do you
probably.
think- What do you think? An end of season one, maybe?
Mid-season?
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but the weather's a
I
bit
think that'd
warmer,
be
and everybody
Yeah.
can go outside and have a nice pint in the warm and one thing and another.
Yeah.
Ends in May, doesn't it? It's usually quite warming up by then.
I think live from the George would be fantastic. Yeah, great.
Steve Talbot wants to know if you just smiled.
I
You just
don't remember smiling, but Benji says, are you back off your holidays for the derby? I am. I'm going this Saturday, so I'm coming back the Saturday before the game. I deliberately did it
on the Friday night.
No, because I'm going on the Saturday. It's the
That's
Saturday night, isn't it? Yeah. But I'll try and find a place for the Millwall game because it's on the telly. So,
Monday night Tilton Talk Roadshow.
That'd be perfect.
It's got to be something, can it?
Different pubs in and around Birmingham.
Yeah.
They need to have the facilities for us to do it, though.
Yeah.
It's Wi-Fi that's going to be the and the line.
And Robert Dawes says,
Upload
no, you
speed.
don't smile, that was wind.
Oh, wind. Don't talk about wind today.
Ray's on holiday for the derby game.
Yes, he is.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh, right.
Somebody's gone and had his ticket for it.
Oh, right.
You?
Somebody's gone and had his
Are
ticket.
you taking care of that?
I'm just
little piece
looking
of
after
paper
it,
for the
yeah.
day?
And his wife's.
Oh,
Just looking after it.
yes, brilliant.
All right. How did that happen? Will you
I'm
travel to Porthcawl? If you put us up, Gregory, we'll travel to Porthcawl.
Yeah.
That's not too far away.
And Dale in New York, if you put us
Yeah,
there, we'll go.
Dale
We'll come
puts
over,
us.
we'll come over and see
Whoever
Dale.
was in Florida earlier on, you
Yeah.
put us up, we'll come over.
Yeah, are you flying on Monarch? Steve Smith wants to know.
No.
Well, that was it with Ray. He was flying out on Monarch and coming back on Ryanair.
Oh, goodness me.
Shame.
Gregory says in May you could get some Morris dancers in.
Yeah, Peaky Blinder, that would be good.
Here we go then. This is a good one. Sam Bailey says, I had to pull out of seeing Wedding Venue with the other half for the derby. So he's actually told his missus he can't go and see Wedding Venues because it's Blues Villa on. What have other people? There must be loads.
Yeah.
There must be loads of things that people have turned down because Blues are playing, whether it's Villa or a cup final or something.
Here's mine.
Go on then.
Right. I went to my brother's wedding
Yeah.
in a suit
Yeah.
and a shirt with a Birmingham City shirt underneath it.
Yeah.
I went back at the food, got straight on the train and went to the game.
Okay. Excellent.
Come on, what's your story? You must have
You must have a
loads of
story.
stories
Yeah.
like
Come on,
that.
have you not got
People
one?
must have loads.
Yeah. Adrian's just said the Happy Abode. We could do a. We could
Yeah,
do a show
from
from
inside
Happy
the
Abode.
ground.
That's a
Yeah.
thought.
Good idea.
That's a thought.
Pre-game.
Yeah, and they'll have good upload speeds there, definitely.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, perhaps ask Tom if he wants to pop along or something.
We were in Scotland on holiday for the Worthington Cup final against Liverpool,
Right.
and my stepdad and I drove down. Well, he drove. We drove down from Scotland to Cardiff
Yeah.
to watch the final, and then drove all the way back up again.
Dean says I'm going to Blues Villa and then next night going to Metallica, my two favourites.
Okay.
I took Janie BCFC Derby to Sunderland away in the Cup for Valentine's.
What a charmer!
My cousin got married in 1990 from Ray, and on honeymoon in Italy he went missing for 3 weeks. Do you do that?
I've got a story, but if I ever told it, I'd be divorced.
Oh,
So I'll tell you it another day.
nobody
Off
listens
air,
to this
yeah.
show anyway. So
Not fair. There's no journalists in here. Or people,
I don't think
people
so
that want to
anyway,
report
yeah.
on hashtag TTS secrets. You know what I mean?
No,
So
no.
Anybody else? AJ Boxing Saturday night in Cardiff, back for kick-off on Sunday.
Nice.
Always plan on having kids in the summer.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
Do you think people actually do?
They
I reckon
must
people
do. They must say,
yeah.
"We're not having. I'm not having a kid in season."
no,
Like, so-
David Curry, September the 2nd, 95. The vicar told me booze beat Barnsley 5.
Very good.
Bill Al Ahmad, can you give a shout out to all the Blue Nose Land Rover workers, please? Redshift. There you go. That's for the Blue Noses who are over there in Land Rover Redshift.
Just down the road.
And
Good
if that's
work.
a shift that finishes at 9 o'clock, my God, you don't have to create some traffic while I'm on the way.
2 o'clock as well.
Dear. Okay, so it's good.
Here we go. Worthington Cup final. Stopped the night before at Barry Island. The night before was carnage in the town centre. Blues versus Cardiff. Right old ding dong.
And if we buy a Tilton Talk box, we could sell it at every match as we would be fed and have car parking spaces. Thoughts? You would be fed wasabi peas that Chris Browne has found on the floor. We don't get fed here. He's got alcohol, non-alcoholic.
You would at
beers
the
here.
In a box though.
Not even
if we had a
one.
box.
Not even been offered one again tonight.
They're on the table.
Is
Those are
that what they are?
They're
I thought you had a
non-alcoholic
bottle
in the
there,
tin.
No, that's all
In
right.
the tin.
I've got through.
You made it anyway.
Okay, lovely. This is it. Millwall on Saturday, 5:30 kick-off live on Sky. Let's hope we can bag the 3 points for that one. It's been an absolute pleasure and a joy to be with you here tonight. And the Tilton Talk Show. Thank you, Mr. Fun. Enjoy your holiday.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Brown.
That's okay.
Thank you, Mr. Buttons.
I'm not ready anyway. But
You're not ready?
I'm ready now.
He's
though.
never
I'm
ready, is he? He's
Never.
never ready.
I'm never ready.
Organisationally inept he is, honestly. Let's hope we can do this in this kind of mood again next week and certainly the week after.
Yes.
Good night. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep the faith, and let's just hope and pray that we've got a new team, a new phoenix rising from that ashes. Thank you. God bless. Good night.
We come in our thousands, the place we call home, with our friends, our families, or even on our own. Either in the Tilton, the Gilmerick, the main stand or the Cop, whether it's battling for promotion or avoiding the drop. We give them our love, our passion, our all. The highs, the lows, the rises and the fall. The players, the managers, they come, they leave. But we remain in hope. We believe. Through the joys, the sorrows, the heartache and the pain, we never give up. We come back again and again. We keep right on to the end of the road, and we return to St Andrews, our happy abode. We keep right on for the boys in royal blue. We are one. We are blues. Through and through.
From the Tilton, we'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down